All right, we are now in the third stage of our trip here in the Delaware Water Gap. I was just we were just up at Mount Mincy, and there was an old mine up there too. We explored in the other two videos, but we're gonna continue now. We're at the third place, and I'm actually now in a parking lot for the Appalachian Trail. It takes you to the top of Mount Mincy, but I went to Mount Mincy from the other way, so there's actually quite a few cars up here. As I was leaving Mount Mincy up there in the last video, there were some people coming up. So, but anyway, we're not going back up to Mount Mincy again. I'm looking for a homestead that's out here called the Antoine Dutot Homestead. I saw it on Google Maps, and I saw that it was right around in this area, so hopefully we're gonna find it. I'm hoping. I saw like a symbol for it on Google Maps. Found a little bit of information about it, so I'll give you that information if and when we find it. So hopefully there's a trail. I'm hoping there's a trail that heads up to the area. So I've never been to that spot. I've been here in this location, but I never explored over there where I saw it on the map. So we'll see what happens. This is one of these videos where I'm not really sure if we'll find anything. I did see a few pictures. So I think they're pretty sure there's something out there, but we'll see. So I'm gonna pack up my stuff and we'll do what we do and see what we can find. Yeah, so there is the parking lot. A number of people here. Of course, the Appalachian Trail continues on this way, but I am gonna walk. I'm gonna follow the trail just a little bit and then head off into those woods. And I'm hoping that somewhere up there is what we're looking for, that homestead. Hoping there's a trail that heads off of here somewhere soon. Heads up there. We'll see. All right, so the Appalachian Trail continues that way. I do see a trail going off here, so this is kind of what I was looking for. I have no idea if this is gonna take us to where we're going, but it's headed in the right direction, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I do see an old stone wall up there. That might just be like a retaining wall from an old road. And I know this area has some abandoned resorts. We might find some foundations of those as well. So we'll see. There's definitely that stone wall there. Anyway, we're gonna have to walk around a little bit here, see what's all interesting back here though. Alright, so my trail is kind of taking me down that way. You can probably hear the interstate traffic. And we may explore down there later because trails usually lead to cool places sometimes, but I need to turn around. I need to head up there. Because anyway, even right here, these plants right here, these are not native plants. These are like, I forget what they're called, myrtle? Oh, there's another name for them too. But they are signs of habitation. People used to live out here at one time. And it's covered with it. Up on top of that hill, I see more stone walls up there. Let me try and zoom in for you. You can see, I see more stonework up there. So we're gonna head up there. And the map showed that this homestead site was up more on top of the hill as well. So that's where we're gonna head up. Yeah, now we're right up by that stone wall. Looks like there's an old road here. Of course, here's that, see all this dark green plant? That's that plant that was mentioned earlier. Myrtle. Oh, I forget, like I said, I think there's another name for it. But anyway, I can't remember it offhand, but this definitely is interesting here. Alright, well, we'll keep exploring. Alright, well, I'm still standing in this exact spot I was earlier, but I just looked up. Let me try and zoom in. I see stonework up off in the distance there too, so we're gonna try and head up there next. Yeah, so this is definitely an old road coming up through here. I was just down on the other side there. That is definitely a road. Of course, up on top of that hill is where there's other stonework is, so that's where I'm headed. Of course, we're gonna explore this whole area. Seemed like the map showed the homestead was more over that way, but there's definitely something up at the top of this hill as well, so let's check that out first. There's a trail here though, a faint trail. This is where the old road would have continued on too. Okay, there's definitely a lot of interesting stuff here. I mean, here's some foundation right here. And you can kind of see the hole comes around. Probably entrance to the basement. It's up front here as well, so a little home right here along the old road. That's pretty neat. Okay, so there's stuff everywhere out here. I mean, right there's something. There's a stone structure back there. Stuff all in here. Of course, right there's where we just were, foundation. We didn't even get to the one that's up there yet, so there's a ton of stuff on here. I don't know if it's all, like I said, I think there were some resorts back here too, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're just gonna go explore all of it. So, one of these is the Antoine Dutot house. I've seen a few pictures of it, so maybe I'll recognize. I know there's a pretty large structure right here. We'll see. And there might be a grave up here too. We'll see about that. So see the trail goes off that way too. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go up top first, because that's what I saw first, because there's stuff just screaming at me right here to come look at it. So anyway, let's go. This is pretty exciting. People say I'm like a kid in a candy shop sometimes. Well, yeah, situations like this, yeah. So let's go up top first. All right, turning around, head up there. Alright, well, this is what I saw from down below. This foundation here. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Okay, there is like a basement level up here. So, another piece of it right there. So some kind of structure way on top of the hill here. Can't tell you what it is offhand. Alright. Let's head down below where some of that pretty cool stuff was. Alright, down here is the remains of a rather large structure. You can see some brickwork there, and this is like the basement level. There's some brickwork out there in the middle, you can see. And off up there through the trees is some more structures, well, some blocks and stuff. It's all part of one building here. Of course, just down there is what really caught my eye. Zoom in on that a little bit. See a stone structure there, so I'm gonna explore this whole area here. Let's just dive down in here. Of course, this has been the side of the building. Like I said, we're now in the basement. See more parts of the foundation right there. I'm guessing things like this were supporting the house. This was like pillars supporting the house. Or the building, whatever it was. There's one right there. There's one down in there. And I'm assuming someone was metal detecting in here. Found this placed up top here. Little piece of pipe. Yeah, you can see there'd be more of these supports, I would guess. let's head up to these up here. I'm trying to save that interesting part for later. Check out these things up here. Okay, here's our little trail again. Alright. So here's another structure. You have all these like pillars here. So there was some kind of a building here as well. See like another basement over there. Somebody found like an old bowl. Yeah, you can see kind of how there was another basement or building level there. Alright. Well, before we keep going further this way, oh, I see something. There's something way up top there too. Sheesh. Alright. I'm gonna go back. Well, let's see. I gotta figure this out. Alright, I'm gonna head down to some of the interesting looking stuff down here. So some of the more substantial ruins that look older as well. You can see them right there. Oh, those are beautiful. Yeah, this place is amazing up here. You know, some of the places I go to look for ruins, it's difficult because sometimes you barely find anything. You know, maybe a couple of bricks. But in this case, there's almost too much. You know, but I'm not complaining. This is pretty awesome. So, I'm not sure if this is the homestead I was looking for. I wasn't expecting to see so many ruins up here. But I'm going to continue exploring the whole place. I want to go over that way more. Looks like there's more stuff over that way as well. So, but this building looks like it has age to it. All the old stone stuff. Let's turn you around, look at it some more, explore this place. You got a huge part of it still standing there. Let's make our way down here. Carefully. Oh yeah, I love the old stonework. And that's the tallest part. And it's neat how you can see where the windows were at one time. Wow. Let's see if we can get closer over here. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Just another little section of it over here. Got some old pipes and stuff in there. But we're gonna keep on looking. There's some trails going off up there as well, so I doubt this is the only thing left up here yet. that we haven't found. And here's just another look at it from down below here. Beautiful old ruins. All right, well, as I'm walking along here, let me tell you a little bit about Antoine Dutot. I'll probably get distracted because I see stuff right up there as well. But anyway, he was a Frenchman, and he lived down in the Caribbean. Is it the Dominican Republic or Haiti? But he was in Santo Domingo. I think that's in Dominican Republic. I was in the Dominican Republic once, but there was a slave revolt there in 1793, so he fled the island and came to Philadelphia. And they suggested to him that he come upriver. Funny little piece of pottery down there, sorry. They suggested he come upriver here to Delaware to find a place to stay. And he purchased some land up here, and he started building a little town. He had his own big house, but he started building all these little tiny wooden homes. Sorry about the traffic, but there's an interstate right down there. He started building all these little tiny homes, and he called the town Dutotsburg. And he was hoping that people would move to his little village. People did, but they didn't live in the houses that he built because they were kind of junky. They built their own houses and stuff. And he eventually died in 1841. So you can see some more ruins behind me there. There's some well-established trails down here. I'm getting off topic now, but yeah, Antoine Dutot. So his dream of having a town named after him never came true, but his homestead was on this hill here. So I'm not sure which one of these, like I said, I know there are some hotels up here as well and other buildings, but I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm seeing there's foundations all over this hill, so we'll keep looking. And I don't know if he's buried on top of this hill or not. I thought I saw a picture of a grave, like out in the woods, like a little plaque or something. We'll see if we find that. We'll see. Yes, here's some more of those ruins that were distracting me while I was trying to tell you the story. But yeah, there's stuff everywhere. I mean, down there's where we were, that cool structure. I see another, looks like another basement down there, but there's a very well-defined trail here, which I'm gonna follow. See where that takes us. Looks like it kind of goes off that way too. Huh. Alright, I'm just kind of looking around. Okay, so I do see that plaque over here that I saw in the pictures. Let's see what this says. Oh, cool. Near this spot lies buried Antoine Dutot, fleeing a slave insurrection in present-day Haiti. Okay, it was close. Dutot came to the area in 1793 and founded the town of Dutotsburg, present-day Delaware water gap. He built a road through the town and set aside land for a school and a market. He died in 1841. So near this spot is where he's buried. So there is a little, must be like a little cemetery up top here. At least we found that. Alright, so I was right about that. He is buried up here. Or at least near this spot somewhere. So, like I said, I'm assuming maybe around on top of this hill is a small cemetery from back then. There's no like foundations right here. So as of right now, I'm assuming that those, wait a second, oh no, I just got distracted. I saw some more stuff down there. Anyway, I'm assuming that rather larger foundation we saw was his homestead. But I'm gonna look around a little bit more. You know, this trail kind of went off that way too, so I'm gonna see where it goes. See what else is out here. You know, I might have to do a lot more research on this spot, see what else is here. Like I said, I know there's some resorts here. I think it's called Sunset Hill. So I might have to look into that more, and this place is definitely worth coming back, possibly. Let me know what you think. Let's see what else we can find out since we're out here. Alright, well, I'm back at that larger stone structure. I'm just gonna call it and say that this is his house. I could be wrong, but you know, it looks old. He came here in 1790s, There's no concrete. I don't really see much of any mortar in those walls, so a lot of the other foundations around here had concrete and stuff in them, so this looks old. If you know better or know more about it, you can let me know in the comments. But I just think this place is beautiful too. Oh cool, there's some old neat looking pottery and stuff down here. Another piece over here. All part of the same plate. That's pretty neat. I love finding old pottery. There is a name on the back there. It says Empress Mercer or something like that. Yeah, this would be a beautiful place to live, minus the heavy traffic noise from down below. But otherwise, I could, yeah. I mean, it's difficult to picture what it used to look like, but regardless, just beautiful. Alright, so like I keep saying, but these ruins here are beautiful. I can't be 100% sure that where I'm sitting here is the homestead of Antoine Dutot. Like I said, it definitely has the age to it, but maybe maybe the remains of his actual building are no longer standing at all, or maybe they're at another location up on this hill. I can't say I've explored the whole hill. There's just a lot here. Definitely a lot more than I was expecting, but I'm going to assume that, you know, this building, that's what it is. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If you know, you can let me know in the comments. But beautiful place to visit or photograph too. I'm definitely coming back. This would make a cool place to photograph in the winter, I think, in snow and stuff. But anyway, like I said, this is, if you want to find this for yourself, if you zoom in on this area on Google Maps, you'll see a little symbol for it, Antoine Dutot Homestead. Right by the town of, we're in the Delaware Water Gap. There's actually a town called Delaware Water Gap as well, Sunset Hill. So, alright, I almost don't want to leave this place either. I just don't like the traffic noise down there, but other than that, I could just come out here and start putting these stone walls back up, or these stone walls, and rebuild this house. Alright. Alright, well, I got a few other places to go today, so I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.